Alright, so no matter what angle I do this at, it's just gonna suck. So, we're just gonna do this. Alright. I can tell you this very first shelf up here does not get touched. None of these books go anywhere. I have my entire collection of my Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children up here. I have all your Twisted Secrets, Rebel Spy, Midnight Sun, the signed edition, Ray Bearer, Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, Ghostwood Song. I have The Breakdown, and The Cold is in Her Bones, The Couple Next Door, Poison, Stephen King's If It Bleeds. So I know for a fact none of that goes anywhere. Alright, next we're going to keep the two things of her because those are Christmas gifts. Well, one was a Christmas gift, the other was me. Alright. Now's the fun part. Dean Koontz, Phantoms. I'm gonna do this. Yesterday, Snowfield, California was a charming little town basking in the golden afternoon sun. Today is a place of nightmare. An ancient, awesome force has spirited away almost the entire population of the town and left the bodies of those remaining bizarrely disfigured. What hope can there be for the few still left alive? Gruesome and unrelenting, it has atmosphere, character, and story. I couldn't let it alone when I was done. Until I was done, it's well realized, intelligent, and humane. So it's blurred by Stephen King, but this is like super, super old. That's the only thing I don't like about this edition is its yellowed pages. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss it. Not toss it, but you know what I mean. Next I have A Walk on the Dark Side, Visions of Horror, 21 all-new stories from modern horror's most daring voices. This is another like older one, but I want to keep this one. This one's newer. It came in my Accursed Library book club box. So I'm going to go and keep that one. I got The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I have never, ever, ever read this, but I want to. And I think I'm actually going to be picking it up here soon. So this one's going to stay. This one is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. That stays. I mean, that's just a given. Next is Carrie Firestone's The Loose Ends. And if you look underneath the dust jacket, the book is super stinking adorable. So I might actually get rid of the dust jacket if I keep this. I'm not sure what it's about, though. Summer for First Love, Last Wishes, and Letting Go. Maddie has big plans to spend the last months before college tying up high school loose ends alongside her best friends. Then her beloved grandmother drops 2 bombshells. Graham is dying. She's taking her entire family on a round-the-world cruise of dreams come true. But at the end, Graham won't be returning home. That sounds good. So, we'll see. I have Unashamed by Lecrae. I know Lecrae. However, I'm going to put this in the maybe pile only because of the fact that I don't know how to feel about it. It says memoir. The 10 Worst of Everything, the Big Book of Bad. I want to keep this because I got this like as a gag thing for myself. When my day's bad, let's just see how much worse it is for somebody else, you know. The Lost Boy, the inspired sequel to the bestseller, A Child Called It, a foster child search for the love of a family. I don't want to keep this only because this is like really hard hitting. Next, I have the Daily Meditation Book of Healing. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And then I also have, actually the comma goes here. This is how to properly notate and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to keep those. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Next, I have How to Eat Like a Hot Chick. Eat What You Love, Love How You Feel by Jody Lipper. It's just a cute little short book. It's literally 168 pages, it looks like. Super easy, quick read. Might actually pick it up. I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep it for sure. I know that. Next I have The Good Girl by Mary Kubica. I'm going to go and keep this for now only because of the fact that I want to go and check it out. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile though. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. I was like, what am I Alright, next I have Gone by Shirley McCoy. I don't know anything about this book. It says Agent Undercover Identity Exposed. The FBI Special Crimes Unit series continues. So it's a series, but I don't know what series it is or what book number it is in the series, but we're just going to go ahead and keep it. Of course, then we have Stephen King's Firestarter, so that's not going to go anywhere. I'm just making sure there's no money that I left behind in it, because I don't know if you guys saw in the last video, but in Haul Part 2, this is Haul Part 3, but in Haul Part 2, I found $1 in a book. Fun stuff. This is 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. I'm not sure about anything about this book. So with that being said, I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. Then we have a dictionary, and then that's where we stop, basically, because all of this is my Ellen Hopkins collection, and I'm not parting with a collection. Not happening. That's just not gonna, no. That's not even going to be questioned or considered, put it that way. So we have like an empty space right here. I'm just going to shove my picture in there. So volume 1 and volume 2 are right there. And then I'm going to bring this somewhere. I don't know yet. So that's that shelf. Those are those 2 shelves. Perfect, right? Yep. All right, now I got to move all of my little trinkets and stuff like that. Oh, that could go there. That works. All right. Next I have Zen as Fuck, a journal for parsing the mindful art of not giving a shit. That's definitely going to stay. That's a given. I have a comic that is super old. It is, I don't even know what year. Really, really old. It's like in great condition too for being how old it is. So April 1996. So I'm going to just set these here because these are not even on the shelf. They're above it. And we're going to drop down for a second because we're going to be able to be at the same level now. Alright. Hi, Siren. I know you're looking at me. Alright, so next I have Hater by David Moody. I'm not sure what this is in regards to either. I bought it off of thrift books, though. I know that much. Society is rocked by a sudden increase in the number of violent assaults on individuals, christened haters by the media. The attackers strike without warning, killing all who cross their path. I'm just going to read it to that point. I also have a Stephen King. Oh, I thought that was going to follow me. I also have Stephen King's Outsider. I am still processing and reading. I made it to July 18th to July 20th, page 191. It's just like a really hard-hitting book of Stephen King's. So I'm just taking my time with it. Alright, I got B.A. Paris here, Bring Me Back. Another great author. Just checking again. This isn't going to go anywhere. I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. This isn't going anywhere either. I'm going to read it, I promise. Now, Sleeper is what I'm questioning. Her dreams are your nightmares. It says, when Sarah sleeps, she's a danger to herself, but when she takes a new drug meant to cure her, she becomes a nightmare to everyone else. As if surviving high school wasn't hard enough, Sarah Reyes suffers from REM sleep behavior disorder, parasomnia that causes her to physically act out her dreams. After she almost snaps her friend's neck at a sleepover, Sarah and her nocturnal habits are thrust into the spotlight, and she becomes a social pariah, complete with public humiliation. So I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, and we'll go from there. Con Artist isn't going anywhere. It took me forever to find this book. Actually, I'm lied. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to go in the maybe pile. Because it looks so good, but I can't pick it up. And, like, when I can't pick something up, it's because something's telling me that it's not going to be a very good book. Usually. Alright, next I have Watched by C.J. Lyons. It looks like this. No idea what it's about. He can't run and he can't hide. Jesse is terrified. For 4 years, a twisted hacker named Keen has hijacked his computer webcam, collecting incriminating photos and videos that he uses to blackmail Jesse. So far, Jesse's given in to Keen's ruthless demands in order to protect his family, but now Keen wants something that's too horrible to contemplate, and if he doesn't get it, he'll kill Jesse's little sister. Jesse is trapped. Keen's always watching. There is no escape. Then Hope arrives in a plain manila envelope. Inside is a cell phone and a note, I can help. This is also like there's another book to it called Broken. So this sounds really, really good. Next I have Dear Asshole. There are 101 tear-out letters to the morons who muck up your life. They're literally tear-out. They're really great. Next I have I'm losing stuff out of books. Next I have The Female Serial Killers, How and Why Women Become Monsters. I don't know where this fell out of, unfortunately. So I'm just going to throw it back in there. But we're going to flip her around because that's not going anywhere. Love my serial killer books. Love it even more when it deals with female serial killers. The In-Between by Barbara Stewart. I picked this book up on a whim. And it looks really good. It says, 14-year-old Eleanor Moss has always been an outcast who fails at everything she tries. She's even got the fine white scars to prove it. Moving was supposed to be a chance at a fresh start, at a way to leave behind all the pain and ugliness of her old life. But when a terrible car accident changes her life forever, her near-death experience opens the door to a world inhabited by Madeline Torres. Madeline is everything Eleanor isn't. Beautiful, bold, brave. She is exactly what Eleanor has always wanted in a best friend and more. Their connection runs deeper than friendship, but Madeline is not like other girls, and Eleanor has to keep her new friend a secret or risk being labeled crazy. Soon, though, even Eleanor starts to doubt her own sanity. Madeline is her entire life, and that life is spinning drastically out of control. Eleanor knows what happens when your best friend becomes your worst enemy, but what happens when your worst enemy is yourself? That's an in-between. We're going to put it in the maybe pile. Alright. Next I got Flight or Fright. This is by Stephen King. Okay, this isn't going anywhere. Never mind. This is going to go into the maybe pile. It's not by Stephen King. It's like edited by him. Alright, next is I Don't Want to Be Crazy, a memoir by Samantha Schutz. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. It's written in lyrical. It says, the harrowing, remarkable, true story of one girl's struggle with anxiety disorder. And I have anxiety disorder, so I'm going to go keep that one. This is Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. This is another one I'm going to go ahead and keep and read. It says, every single moment is a chance to turn it all around. Stags. I got this at Dollar Tree forever ago. I can't even tell you how long ago. I just know it's from Dollar Tree. It says One Deadly Weekend. It sounds so good. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. It sounds super, super good, but I've never picked it up. I look over at it all the time, too, and I'm just like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Like, what do I do? So, alright. Next, we have A Matter of Days. Will You Be a Survivor or a Statistic by Amber Kaiser. And I'm not sure what this one's about either, so this one's going to go to the maybe pile as well. There's a lot of maybes, unfortunately, so my maybes are going to take forever for me to get through. Next is Autumn, which is also by David Moody, author of Hater, and I got these together, and it's just not going to go anywhere. Clockwork Orange isn't going to go anywhere. Dear Teen Me is not going to go anywhere. Emma's Journal is not going to go anywhere. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is not going anywhere. Attachment Theory, a guide to strengthen the relationships in your life. We're going to part with. Here's Gratitude Diaries. It was really good. I got through all of it, but like I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. I mean, it's not something you like reread, so we're gonna part with it. This is Unreliable. We're just gonna keep it in the maybe pile. This is Paper Trails. I have no idea what this is in regards to or what about, so I'm just gonna nix it because it's old. Eliza and Her Monsters. Now this one is on my shelf. It's going to stay on my shelf. I don't know when I'm going to get to it because it's literally got so much in it. But I want to read it. I know that for a fact. Bitter Girl. I stopped at chapter 3 in here, actually, and I want to read it. I'm going to read it, so. Only reason I stopped is because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like getting over getting dumped. Like, it's a book about getting over getting dumped and all that fun stuff, so I don't know. And then this one just stays up here because it's for my friend's child. It says My Many Colored Days. And, yeah, it's just a book of colors. I don't think I'm going to actually keep it, though, because they're older now. They know all their colors. Alright, so that is that shelf. So we tossed out like 5 or 6 books. And we have like a ginormous maybe pile over here of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 books. But that's a good start. We did clear like a whole section, if you guys see that. This whole little section right here is cleared off. So that's good. I am going to drop all this back down though, and we're going to kind of set it up a little bit differently. Now that everything on, oh, we're going to keep that away. Now that things are fixed on it. Okay, so there's that. That works, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, put that back up there and toss that right there. There we go. All right. Candles, move. Home. Make your own candle, move. Sweet bitch, Moscato Peach, move. All right. Next thing. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna scooch, guys, back over here because we're down to the bottom 2 shelves. All right. Let's see. Pull my phone. We're doing really good. I'm really proud. Shelves are looking a little bare, which is good. That's what we need. First one's gonna be so difficult. At least the other one's only 3 shelves. 3.5. There's a lot more crap on it than anything. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my white shelves. I think I can fit all the books on the white shelves. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep these shelves or if I want to sell them and just keep my white ones. And I think I'm just going to keep the white ones. They can stack on top of each other, but also you can put stuff on top of them. You can do that with these ones too, but it would probably be smarter to just keep that. Alright, anyway. Alexandra Ivy's Don't Look. I got it from Walmart. It looked really good. It says, if you're on his list, a woman's naked body is discovered cold and pale as the surrounding snow, except for the crimson scarf around her neck. The weeks that follow bring more victims and evidence of a terrifying pattern. The killer has a list, and every woman on it will get what she deserves. You're as good. Dr. Lynn Gale followed in her father's footsteps to become a vet in Pike, Wisconsin. For years, she's had little contact with Kerr Jansen, son of the town's late sheriff. Suddenly, he's back, insisting that Lynn's in danger. She can't believe anyone would target her, but someone is hunting the women of Pike, savoring every last moment. As dead. So if you're on his list, you're as good as dead. Kerr hoped that his father's frantic calls about a serial killer were just an old man's delusions, but the body count doesn't lie. In this quiet town, a monster stalks and kills, and soon Lynn's will be the last name on his list. It sounds good, it looks good, it feels right. Okay, so this is Mira Grant's feed, and I want to definitely try this one out. It says, alive or dead, the truth won't rest. My name is Georgia Mason, and I am begging you, rise up while you can. The year was 2014. We had cured cancer. We had beaten the common cold, but in doing so, we had created something new, something terrible that no one could stop. The infection spread, virus blocks, taking over bodies and minds with one unstoppable command. Feed. Now, 20 years after the rising, Georgia and Sean Mason are on the trail of the biggest story of their lives, the dark conspiracy behind the infected. The truth will out, even if it kills them. Alright, next I have Mary Higgins Clark, Daddy's Gone A-Hunting, and I'm actually going to part with this. I love Mary Higgins Clark, but I'm going to go ahead and part with this. It's a really good book, though, but we just don't need it. It didn't, spark interest for me, honestly. I'm kind of doing, the Marie Kondo method of, does this book spark interest? No, it really didn't. It put me in my feelings more than anything because it dealt with the death, so yeah. Drybone Hollow and Owen Allison mystery. No idea where this came from, to be honest with you. I wonder if somebody just left it here. That happens too. People leave their books they don't care about here. A failure analysis engineer Owen Allison has notions about returning to his life in California after an extended stay in his native West Virginia. Those plans come to a halt when a local dam breaks, killing 4 people and sending a huge Black River coal sludge cascading throughout the region. Mine owner Anson Stokes wants to hire Owen to figure out what happened and with a little luck, persuade an environmentalist judge not to shut down the rest of the mine. But soon Owen realizes that the sickness of the situation has very little to do with the black goo, bad stain, everything in the air as much as a dirty game of graft, corruption, and greed. When a local woman goes missing and various enterprising but not very bright individuals try to scam insurance companies, Owen gets a glimmer of the ugly truth. Someone will go to murderous lengths to hide. Nah. When did this fall out? Where did those fall out? Where can I get that book? Random bookmark, okay. Next, I have Cultivating Calm and Anxiety Journal. I have not used a bit of this, so I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I've used any of it, have I? It doesn't look like I've used absolutely any of it. No. There's no reason to keep it. If I haven't used it, it's been on the shelf for over a year. I mean, look at all the dust up here. Gross. What's this? Positive Thinking, a 52-week journal of profound prompts, inspiring quotes, and bold affirmations. Okay, I actually have used this one. So we're going to keep this one because I actually, if you see, I actually have used it. So this one stays. Shantae, you stay. Alright, next is Freaks by Amanda Hawking. No idea what this is about. I got it for the dollar store again. Gotta love those Dollar Tree books. They really sell you in, but then they just sit on your shelf for freaking ever. Because you want to read all your better ones. When all your friends are misfits, how do you figure out where you belong? Step inside a wondrously strange new world. In a world of magical visions and pyrokinesis, Maya just wants to have a normal life, but is that possible? And I'm just going to check and make sure there's nothing in this. Alright, so we'll go ahead and add this to the maybe pile because we might as well check it out, right? Okay, now this is funny. So I have the paperback version of Lisa Jules' The Family Upstairs. But this is what's comical. I have it in hardback book too because I got it from Book of the Month. I don't need both copies. I think I'm going to keep this one. And we're just going to toss it up here instead. Alright, next is Good Me, Alley Land. I don't know what this one's about. How far does the apple really fall from the tree? Oh, Millie's mother is a serial killer. I really don't need to say much else, do I? Her mother's a serial killer. Millie loves her mother, but the only way to make her stop is to turn her into the police. Millie is given a fresh start, a new identity, a home with an affluent foster family, and a spot at an exclusive private school. New name, new family, shiny new Millie, but her foster family has their own secrets, and the girls at her new school are bullying her, and the prosecution wants Millie to be the star witness. Don't go off. At her mother's trial. They have no idea who they are dealing with. As the trial looms, Millie's past haunts her, and Millie wonders how much of her is nature, how much of her is nurture, and whether she is doomed to turn out like her mother. Will she be good or is she bad? She is, after all, her mother's daughter. That sounds really good. Alright, I'm not partying with Disconnected because I bought this for a reason. This has Amanda Lovelace in it, Sarah Bond, Cyrus Parker, Liam Ryan. It's poems and stories of connection and otherwise. Alright. And then Michelle Knight is another one of the Cleveland survivors. And I want to read this too. Gina DeJesus and Amanda Berry wrote one, and then Michelle Knight wrote her own, Finding Healing and Happiness After the Cleveland Kidnappings. I want to keep that. That's why I said this shelf's going to be so hard to part with. Next is Five Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. Basically, they get stuck in a snowstorm on the side of the road. 5 people that don't even know each other. And things happen, and stories get told, and things come up, and I bought it. I want it. Alright, so this is The Orphan Collector by Ellen Marie Wiseman. This was a gift, and to be nice, it's not really my cup of tea. So to be nice, I sat there and said, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and keep it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Not sure what this is about. And it says, Ellen Marie Wiseman, acclaimed author of What She Left Behind in the Life She Was Given, weaves the stories of 2 very different women into a page-turning novel as suspenseful as it is poignant, set amid one of history's deadliest pandemics. Now, I'll be honest, I cannot stand books that deal with past, history and stuff. Nothing past the 1980s. And this is in the fall of 1918. 13-year-old German immigrant Pia Ling longs to be far from Philadelphia's overcrowded streets and slums and from the anti-German sentiment that compelled her father to enlist in the U.S. Army, hoping to prove his loyalty. But an even more urgent threat has arrived. Spanish influence is spreading through the city. Yeah, I'm just going to stop there. I don't... Next. What's this? Oh, Follow Me Back by A.V. Geiger. This book was so stinking good. I'm gonna keep it on my shelf just because it was so good. I would literally go back and read it if I really wanted to. This one is Deep and Dark and Dangerous, and I can't do anything with this one because it's actually not my copy, but my book copy. It is a friend's. She lent it to me forever ago. I apologize, Lexi. I will get it back to you. It's still here. Our Kind of Cruelty by Arminta Hall. I'm not sure. Mike Hayes fought his way out of a brutal childhood and into a quiet, if lonely life before he met Verity. V was the first person to understand him, to love him. In return, Mike has dedicated his life to making her happy. He's secured the right job, he's found the perfect home, he's sculpted himself into the physical ideal V has always wanted. He's ready to start their blissful life together. It doesn't matter that V hasn't been returning his emails or phone calls. It doesn't matter that she says she's marrying Angus. It's all just part of the secret game they used to play. As long as Mike watches V closely, he'll see the signs. If he keeps track of her every move, he'll know just when to come to her rescue. Yeah, that sounds great. Alright, next we got Worthy, an app that asks, are you good enough? Download the app, be the judge. So I'm going to go and put this in the maybe pile because it sounds good. Next is Strangers Drowning, grappling with impossible idealism, drastic choices, and the overpowering urge to help. I really don't want to read this, honestly. I don't know anything that it's about. It just doesn't really sound interesting to me. What does it mean to devote yourself wholly to helping others? In Strangers Drowning, Larissa McFarquhar seeks out people living lives of extreme ethical commitment and tells their deeply intimate stories, their stubborn integrity and their compromises, their bravery and their recklessness, their joys and defeats and wrenching dilemmas. Couple adopts 2 children in distress, but then they think if they can change 2 lives, why not 4 or 10? They adopt 20. But how do they weigh the needs of unknown children in distress against the needs of the children they already have? So it says, for do-gooders, it is always wartime, the bodies of strangers, the most oppressed of all, duty, thus sublime and mighty name, that does embrace nothing charming or insinuating, but require its submission, at once rational and ardent. Relation to strangers, legacy of drunks, one of those good things. Yeah, this just doesn't sound up my alley. I don't like the way it's laid out either, and I don't like the fonts in it either. The fonts in it is really, really tiny too. So, no. Alright. I got hashtag murder trending. I'm not sure what this is in regards to. I actually, like, got this book. It sounds good. I'll have to put it in my maybe pile, though. Next, I have Ghost Summer Stories. I think this is literally just a book of, like, scary stories and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see, like, a... Okay, yeah. It's like Gracetown, The Knowing, Carriers, Vanishings. Okay, well, I'll put that in, maybe. And then this one isn't even anything that you, like, keep or I mean, this isn't anything you, like read cover to cover, like all the other ones. This is just, like, how to fix things and stuff like that. Bust rest with an onion, loosen labels with vinegar, bake beautiful fruit pies, open a tight lid with gloves, like fast fixes and simple solutions, suppressing uses for ordinary household items. It's always a good book to have when you live on your own and you're a female, just saying. Alright, next I have Missing Pieces by Heather Guttenkoff. I'm not sure what this is in regards to either. So let's read and find out and see if we want to keep it. Because we're doing really good, actually, on getting rid of books. A woman uncovers earth-shattering secrets about her husband's family in this chilling page-turner from Heather Guttenkoff. Sarah Quinlan's husband, Jack, has been haunted for decades by the untimely death of his mother when he was just a teenager. Her body found in the cellar of their family farm, the circumstances a mystery. The case rocked the small farm town of Pennygate, Iowa, where Jack was raised, and for years Jack avoided returning home. But when his beloved Aunt Julia is in an accident, hospitalized in a coma, Jack and Sarah are forced to confront the past that they have long evaded. Upon arriving in Pennygate, Sarah and Jack are welcomed by the family Jack left behind all those years ago, barely a trace of the wounds that had once devastated them all. But as facts about Julia's accident begin to surface, Sarah realizes that nothing about the Quinlans is what it seems. Caught in a flurry of unanswered questions, Sarah dives deep into the puzzling rabbit hole of Jack's past. But the farther in she climbs, the harder it is for her to get out, and soon she is faced with a deadly truth she may not be prepared for. That's a maybe. Alright, so that's that bookshelf. So, yeah. That's that bookshelf. Next, and I think I'm just gonna, like, shove them all back up here. So I'm gonna just scoop them over and just shove them right there. We're gonna do these. There's 100 large print crossword puzzles, easy puzzles to entertain your brain. That sounds fun, so we'll give it a try. There's the easy dinner cookbook, no fuss recipes for family-friendly meals. So a bunch of different recipes and stuff. Sounds yummy. The complete Italian cookbook, essential regional cooking of Italy. So, yeah. There's not very many pictures in here, though, which sucks. But it's a cookbook, right? And then I have Astrology for Relationships, your complete compatibility guide to friends, lovers, family, and colleagues. I didn't even know I had this. I'm glad I found this, actually. So, there's those. Alright, now we got The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. Stephen King blurbed it and says, I haven't read anything that's exciting since Gone Girl. Signed by the author. There's a book plate. Where did I get this book? You won't believe what's inside The Last House on Needless Street. This is a story of a murder, a stolen child, revenge. This is the story of Ted, who lives with his daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. All these things are true, and yet some of them are lies. You think you know what's inside The Last House on Needless Street? You think you've read this story before? In the dark forest at the end of Needless Street, something lies buried, but it's not what you think. Okay, that's like a sold, like, yep, that stays. This one I've been, like, up and down about. This is The World Without You by Joshua Henkin. It's July 4, 2005, and the Frankel family is descending upon their beloved summer home in the Berkshires. But this is no ordinary holiday. The family is gathered to memorialize Leo, the youngest of the four siblings, an intrepid journalist and adventurer who was killed on that day in 2004 while on assignment in Iraq. So, like, with it just dealing with, like, Iraq and 4th of July and stuff like that, I just don't really, like, care for it. Like, it sounds bad, but I don't. So, I'm just gonna go and say, hi! Thank you! Alright, next I have The Most Dangerous Place on Earth. And this is something to do with something. I don't know. I got it from Dollar Tree. It has some dialogue in it and some, like, back and forth, stuff, like, messaging and stuff. In this captivating debut novel, Lindsay Lee Johnson unleashes the cast of compelling characters in a realm known for its cruelty and peril, the American high school. The wealthy enclaves north of San Francisco are not the paradise they appear to be, and nobody knows this better than the students of a local high school. Despite being raised with all the opportunities money can buy, these vulnerable kids are navigating a treacherous adolescence in which every action, every rumor, every feeling is potentially postable, shareable, viral. So it sounds like social media stuff, so maybe. Our Little Secret by Rosnay. A tour de force of psychological suspense, Rosnay's international bestselling and award-winning novel is a tale of love, pain, and revenge that will stay with the reader long after they turn the last page. So I'm just going to read that, and I'm going to put maybe. Turtles All the Way Down is already, like, you already know it's going to stay. That's not going to go anywhere. Now, Captured by Miller. I don't know. It's so old. By Carolyn Payne Miller. Oh my gosh. I want to read it so stinking bad. It sounds so good, but I can't. And it's actually, like, based on a true story. Look at this. I can't, guys. I can't. No. That's just going to put me in my emotions. Here's another book I won in a raffle. It's called Startup by Dory Schaffer. It says, while Silicon Valley likes to think of itself as the epicenter of the tech universe, New York attracts its fair share of ambitious entrepreneurs determined to make their mark. Among them are Mac McAllister, the It-Boy visionary trying to make his app to the next level, Isabel, social media ninja, working for him a bit too closely, and Katia, an ambitious Russian emigre journalist desperate for a scoop. When a scandal erupts in the Lower Manhattan loft building where all three work, they quickly discover just how small a world the Big Apple's tech community can be. Dory Schaffer's first novel is a sharp, hugely entertaining story of youth, ambition, love, money, and technology's inability to hack human nature. So, maybe. Next, I have Shelter, and this one's just, like, not gonna go anywhere anytime soon yet. Again, I need to try and read it. I also have The Widow by Fiona Barton. That's not going anywhere. I have Behind Closed Doors. This book was amazing. I don't want to part with it because I love B.A. Paris's books. And then the last one I have down here is literally a book about falling in love. And it sounds so cute and so fun. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep it on my shelf. So, that is that one. So we did really good. Like, we definitely downsized a lot of books. So that's always a good thing, right? Oh, I'm gonna show the link right there. But yeah. So that's all of those books right there in a nutshell. Well, not in a nutshell, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean. We'll just go ahead and shove all these right here, and that actually leaves the bottom shelf empty. Which, can you believe it? I can't. I still can't. That's awesome. Alright. So, there is that shelf. I think I'm just gonna... We're not even that, like, far in, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just continue. But, I'll let you guys know, we have a lot of maybe books on the shelf, but that's the only issue I'm having. We have 18 maybe books, and I think we got rid of 10 or 11 actual books. So I have like 44 or 45 books that are actually going bye-bye. So give me 1 second and we'll go to the very last 3 shelves of this whole thing. Alright, another angle. You guys ready? I'm not. I have so much stuff in front of all these books. And these are like all my newer books too, so it's going to be really, really difficult for me. Alright. I was just in here yesterday too. It's funny that I cleared off the desk. That's why it's so like cluttered right now. I can't. Okay. So first and foremost, we have Kiss the Girls by James Patterson. I started reading this, and I got to page 170, and it's going good so far, so I do want to continue it. I don't know why I put it down, but I did. Cover and everything, Ashlyn. Okay. Now That You Mention It is also a newer book that I just got here a while ago. Yeah. This one I'm like left and right with. It's called The Hangman's Daughter, but I don't know. Like, I love the look of it. If you look at this book, it is beautiful. So I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, unfortunately. I don't want to, but I kind of need to because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. This is the newest one that I got from one of my subscription boxes. This is Seen Me Forgotten. It's kind of cool. It says, they think they can keep me here, that the darkness will break me. They forget I was raised in the darkness, that I've been in prison my whole life. They can threaten me with blade or poison or death, but they cannot make me afraid. Not anymore. Sounds really good. Alright, these two books right here, The Meaning of Life and the Blue Day book, do not go anywhere. My mom gave them to me, like, forever ago. If the Raindrops United doesn't go anywhere. Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul doesn't go anywhere. This is where it's going to get a little difficult. This is not a book. This is like a little like do-hooker thing, so I'm going to keep this. Same with Mess. These are Carrie Smith. This is actually going to go ahead and go somewhere because it's actually a picture frame, so I'm just going to donate it. Because I'm not going to use a glass picture frame at any point in time. This is Called Upon. I got this out of my, a cursed book club box. It says, told from the perspective of three seemingly unconnected teenagers, Called Upon barrels through a series of twists and turns that merge together with jaw-dropping results. Caitlin, the social pariah of her high school, is so relieved to have made friends at Camp Overlook and to have caught the attention of a real, live, honest-to-goodness boy, that she is willing to look past the camp's anomalies. Creepy, gray-eyed counselors, 24-hour video surveillance, and campers falling ill and then disappearing quietly into the night. That's all I'm going to read from it. It's from Bethany Lee. It's supposed to be really good. I'm going to go and put it in the maybe pile. Diary of a Serial Killer does not go anywhere. It says, get inside the mind of a killer. He looks like the boy next door. He could be the young man dating your daughter or sister. He could be the boy who cuts your lawn. He considers himself an artist, creating twisted art using human canvases, leaving a trail of once beautiful but now shattered female bodies in his wake. He always stays one step ahead of the police. He is highly organized. He is highly motivated. He does not believe he can be caught, and the body count is rising. Yeah. I bought this book off of Thrift Books, and it's brand spanking new. Alright, so next I have Heather, the Totality. I'm gonna just part with now because I don't care for it. Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Bazterrica. If everyone was eating human meat, would you? Basically, it's a book, another A Cursed Library book. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the maybe pile also. And then Deity is an episode of 6 stories. A shamed pop star, a devastating fire, 6 witnesses, 6 stories. Which one is true? I don't know either. Anything about it. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile also. And the last one I have here is like my absolute favorite book. It's Kate Stayman London's One to Watch, and it was so good. I would actually go back and reread this if I really wanted to. I probably will though, like especially because I like notated it. So there's that. kind of like depressing, but you know, I gotta do this. I have I already made my decision, but I have like a really big thing planned coming here soon, so we got to. Alright, one I'm not going to get rid of is the Hunting Wives by May Cobb, because I literally just got this a couple months ago in my Book of the Month box. And I actually just stopped that box recently. So, there's that one. This one, I'm not sure. Two Birds with One Stone, a Helen and Martha mystery. We'll put it in the maybe pile and see how it goes. Pretty Baby isn't going to go anywhere. I started reading it. I set it down for a little bit, but I'm going to pick it back up at some point here soon. Final Girls. I actually found this in a free library, and it's a Riley Sager, so it's not going anywhere. A Corpse's Nightmare was actually given to me by a friend, and I wanted to check it out for sure. She said it's really good, and she thought of me when she picked it up. Okay, so Broken Promises by Tara Thomas and The Hypnotist Love Story are actually books that I just recently picked up not too long ago, and I still haven't read yet. Like, I picked up at a store, but I haven't, like, picked up physically yet, just to put them on the shelf, and that's it. Alright. Now we get to the books behind it. We got The Girl Next Door, which I went hunting for this book, like literally hunting for this book. So I'm going to keep it on my shelf a little bit longer. I have Lauren Conrad's The Fame Game, and this just sounds so good, so I'm going to go and keep this on there too. Excuse my fat rolls today. I'm really bloated. Alright, All That Was is going to stay. How to Break a Boy is going to stay. The Ones. We Are Not Created Equal. When the World Turns Against You, How Far Do You Go to Fight Back? I don't know. It just doesn't really sound like me. I'm not really big on, like, fighting and stuff like that as it is. So we're going to part with that. Oh, it's going to break the book, Ashley. This one is Up From the Sea, and I'm actually going to be picking this up because it's super quick and simple, so that's one I was actually looking for the other day, and I could not find. It was behind everything. Alive for a Lie by Robin Miro McGrady. People say that when you have a life-altering experience, your brain takes a picture, and that snapshot stays forever in your memory to retrieve again and again and again. This sounds really good. It's not that long. It's under 200 pages. It's 21 chapters, it looks like, but it's 22 chapters, and it's only 200 pages exactly. So this one looks like one I could probably pick up and read in a couple days, so I might actually do that one too. Alright, next I got Whoopi Goldberg's Is It Just Me or Is It Nuts Out There? Not really sure what this is about, so I'm going to put it in my maybe pile, and it's Whoopi Goldberg, so, you know, who knows. Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl is never going to leave my shelves, ever. It's in my collection. I want to get Sharp Objects because I love Gillian Flynn's books. Like, Gone Girl was my absolute favorite book and movie, and the movie was fantastic. I don't care who you are. Alright, this is Writers Club of Pasadena. This is poetry and stuff, so I want to pull this out too and check this one out also. This one is The Shack, where tragedy confronts eternity, and I'm going to put it in the maybe pile because it sounds good, but I'm not sure. This is Chicken Soup for the Single Soul. I'm not sure what I am yet. This is Rhonda Byrne's The Secret. It doesn't really spark my interest too much. 3 books gone. This one is James Patterson's Witch and Wizard. It begins or ends like this. I want to put that in the maybe pile also because I'm not sure. Alright, Get Out of Your Head, Stopping the Spiral of Toxic Thoughts is going to stay. Drink Play F, I'm not really feeling too great about. It's a one-man search for anything across Ireland, Vegas, and Thailand. Kind of sounds disgusting to me. Matilda stays forever in my heart and soul, and will stay on my shelves as well, because I love Matilda. This is Darker the Night by Lisa London. Not sure what this is in regards to or about. It just says, inspired by a true story and told from a fresh perspective, Darker the Night follows Heidi as she spends her childhood playing with her Hitler youth group in the hills of Western Germany. This just sounds like a different version of The Diary of Anne Frank. Maybe. Next we have Dean Koontz Intensity. I'm going to try and find that one on something. It's in there. Where'd it go? Okay. 264 is where I left off, I think. Dean Koontz is amazing. I don't care who you are. Dean Koontz is freaking amazing. Always will be, too. Then I have Forrest Gump. So that one stays. I just recently got that one. I got Green Eyed Demon by Jay Wells. This just sounds really good. And then I also got Dear John. I picked these ones up here recently, so I don't want to part with them just yet. Like, I literally just got them. So I just need, like, a little bit more time with them. You know what I mean? Alright, and then let me just move my CD collection. I know, guys. I'm so old. Oh, shit. Okay. It might just stay there, honestly. My CD collection. I'll just shove these ones right here. Because, yeah. And then shove that right there. Perfect. Alright, now this is the last of the last. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it, you guys. We're almost done. I'm going to sit down for this one. Then take a drink and try not to fall off the beanbag. Alright, so the very last set of books, I got a couple of these, like, not that long ago. Wreck This Journal is not going anywhere, I can tell you that. All the Bright Places isn't going anywhere. Actually, I don't think any of these are going to be going anywhere. So I got Approval Junkie, which says Adventures in Caring Too Much. I'm going to maybe it. I got Property, Stories Between Two Novellas. I'm going to Unhaul it. I got Heartbreaker by Claudia Day. I'm going to maybe it. I got Black Static, and I'm actually going to check this one out. This one came in a subscription box, so I don't want to get rid of it. Same with the others. This is actually about would they rather die than become mothers. This is like about like possibly trying to kill off your child. It's pretty interesting. I got Second Child by John Saul. I'm not sure how to feel about this one. Like I came into it in a subscription box also, but it's again like super, super old. So I'm gonna hold on to it for now and hopefully pick it up soon. I got Dear Laura, which was really great and all, but I didn't really care for it all that much, by Gemma Amor. It's a Bram Stoker Awards nominee. It was awesome, but nah. Wreck This Journal, All the Bright Places. Truth Be Told by Kathleen Barber just looks so stinking pretty and good, and I want to keep it on my shelves a little bit longer because I literally just got these. Folded Notes from High School by Matt Boren is staying. What My Sister Knew by Nina Lauren is staying, and One Good Thing by Wendy Wax is going to stay also. Only because I just recently got this shelf of books. So, besides All the Bright Places and Wreck This Journal, those are all, like, brand new with these ones. So, that's pretty good. We got rid of 6. 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. And we have a huge pile of books to get rid of. Actually, we got rid of 7, 8, 9. We got rid of 9 books there. So, I have over 50 books that are going bye-byes, which is really good. My shelves are looking super bare. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this as like my everything shelf for right now. But I'm going to take the books and I'm going to move them to the white shelf, the white bookshelf, and see how that goes. I do have like a couple other books that my friend just gave me. They're hers though, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably find them on like audiobook or ebook form and then give her back the books because like I told her, I said, stop giving me books. I love you, but stop giving me books because I'm literally trying to get rid of books. So I think I'm doing really good. There's 54 on the white shelf right now as it is. So all together, I want to say that I have maybe only 100 books, and I got rid of 50 or so over there. So I had over 200 books almost. Right? Yeah, because I have a lot in the maybe pile. I have possibly 30 or 40 books in the maybe pile alone. So yeah, I have like 200 books. And I'm down at least 50, which is really good if you really think about it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it was super quick. I'm sorry that the quality probably sucks. But like I said in the last video, my charging cord decided to go out for my laptop, so I'm using my Chromebook because I have that charging cord, but it doesn't work for my laptop because my HP laptop is an HP charging cord. So I apologize if it's crap quality, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you guys in the next video. I was going to actually get rid of my YouTube. Oh my god, I know, right? But I decided against it, and I'm going to keep doing it. It's not going to be as extravagant as it was, like, with the better quality, like, laptop, but I need money, so. I mean, I don't really need money, but I need to downsize everything, and I think keeping the Chromebook is just going to be a smarter decision because of the fact that it's smaller. This laptop is, like, ginormous. It's an HP laptop. You guys go figure on that one, you know? But, yeah, I also got rid of 3 big organizers and 2 or 3 small organizers, so that's good. This desk is going to be going. I'm going to try and sell it for like 40 bucks. It's got a great light on it and everything that plugs into the wall. It turns on and off. It's really cool. It's also on wheels. It's heavy as shit though. And as you see, like, these 2 shelves right down here aren't even being used. Like, this is all this shelf is being used for. This and this, whatever this is. Okay. Anyway, I just exposed myself for, like, hiding some stuff. But I also have, like, this table that I'm using right now temporarily. It was my beer pong table, and I don't really play beer pong anymore. I'm actually getting rid of, like, all of my alcohol stuff. Like, all my bottles are gone. Like, my vodka bottle, my Fireball bottle, my Maker's Mark bottle. Like, I don't keep any of my bottles anymore. Like, there's so much that's going on right now. It's ridiculous how much is actually happening and how much is actually going out the door. I got rid of 7 bags of stuff, including 2 of those bags being clothing because I've been losing so much weight. My fat girl stuff doesn't fit anymore, so that's good. And I really don't want to keep it just in case like I do fluctuate because I'm not fluctuating. As long as I keep up with my eating habits and my working out habits and stuff like that, I literally lost like 16 to 20 pounds in the last couple months, and I look and feel fantastic. I'm so proud of myself. I feel so much stronger and healthier. I love working out every single morning. It's like a great thing. Well, not every single morning. I mean, I guess, like, I do go on night walks and things like that. I do walk to and from work as long as it's not raining. Even if it's, like, chilly out, I'll still walk. Like, it's just, Ashlyn, put more clothes on, duh. But I'm just totally rambling, and I apologize, but I have just so much going on right now, and I'm just trying to downsize. I have 2 pieces of furniture that I'm actually going to be getting rid of. I'm waiting for a friend to come pick up his glass chess piece set, like chessboard, because I want to dump out that table because I really don't need it for anything, and I'm probably... I don't know. I need muscles. I need somebody with muscles, so I'm going to be asking, like, a couple of my neighbors and stuff to help me, like, move things out of the apartment. Like, there's this, like, giant, like, cabinet thing that was in a old, like, rundown hotel and stuff, and it used to hold, like, the TV, and it has the dresser drawers on it and everything. And it's in the closet right now. I don't even know how it got in there, so I'm just hoping that someone's going to be able to come and, like, figure that one out. And then, like I said, I'm selling furniture and stuff, so. But, yeah, I hopefully we'll get through more of these books here soon, be able to turn more around and, like, decide, hey, was this really worth keeping in my collection? Because honestly, the books that I'm looking at being in my collection are the ones that are still in like cellophane wrapper. Like the spine hasn't even been broken on them because I have never opened them. Or like signed books and things like that. Like books with really pretty dust jackets and stuff. Like if I kept every single book that I felt I'm gonna enjoy, a lot of these books would not be going anywhere. But with that being said, my phone's going off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!